this
Well,
morning. So I
that's
think,
enough of that.
yeah, JJ has to quit that in order for him to talk this morning. So
Yeah.
hello.
Good morning, everybody. Sorry, guys. Hey, listen. Windows didn't update or something. Audio didn't work. And no, this is actually more important. My kids and my wife are leaving like right now to go to her mom's house, which is a couple 100 miles away. So they're walking out the door. So if they come in here and be like, "Bye, Dad," I'm gonna be like, "Guys, just time out." But
You should go do that right now.
I've already said I've already talked to him a bunch. My oldest daughter is having a difficult time with the idea of being apart for 5 days. But I think as soon as she gets there and jumps in the pool, it's like it's gonna be forgotten.
Make sure to call her and FaceTime her and stuff like that.
Oh yeah. In fact, before the show, I made sure that I was signed into Alexa because she has a Amazon Kids tablet, Amazon Prime, whatever. It's Amazon Kids something, and I fixed it so that she can call me from her tablet, and I can get it on my phone. And so it's not really a phone, like nobody else can call her, but she can call me. So. Yeah. So good morning, everybody. Hey, happy Father's Day to all the fathers out there. I know we said it last Friday. May have said some other wild and inappropriate things as well, but happy Father's Day. And I hope that you guys all had a good day. My wife gave me my last surprise gift this morning. I had no idea, and I was like, "What?" So, I think we're gonna start off the rails. Do you remember the fence that got blown over in the storm?
Yeah.
Right. I showed you a photo. Well, my neighbor and his son rebuilt the fence, and I was like, here's a bunch of money. Here's some money, and you guys do it. And they rebuilt it. Looks great. Well, the old fence that was there, which is I guess made of like pressure treated cedar or whatever that stuff. Yeah, whatever that is. It was largely intact. It's got rot along the bottoms where it was in touch with the ground, whatever. And I was like, don't throw that away. If you don't want to use it, give it to me because I got an idea. And so right now I have, I don't know, 40, 50 feet of fence that's on my porch chopped up into sections.
You better put a camera on that. That's like $900 worth of wood.
Yeah. I'm serious. Yeah, it's behind a big bush, so maybe it won't. But so it's a little rough looking. So here's what I'm going to do. I was like, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to dismantle all of the planks and the 2x4s and the 4x4s of that section of wood, and I'm going to make some raised planter boxes. And so I'm going to have
idea.
Yeah. So I'm going to you can't be more green and reuse than me. Come on, I'm all for conservation. Yeah. So
those are good size.
Are
those pieces about like this?
There's 4x4 posts, those are the ones that, snapped because when you put 4x4 posts into concrete and then you have real rough weather, the concrete doesn't move, but the rest of the post breaks. So I got about 4 or 5 foot sections of 4x4
pieces of fence.
Plenty. I got a lot. I got a lot.
I mean, that's about a good.
Those are like 6 inches, and I'm gonna raise it. I'm gonna do like at least 2 tall, so it's a good like 12-inch dump of dirt, and that'll all be raised up off the ground like 2 or 3 feet. And so like our cute
electroculture thing.
I might think about that. It's been on my mind. I'm like, where am I going to get like a spool of wire?
Spool of freaking go to a hardware store and say I need 10 feet of copper wire.
Really? You can just get it like that?
It just needs to be copper wire. Yeah, you can you probably get it at Home Depot.
Can you use like old speaker wire? Does it have to be a certain gauge?
No, it can't be. It's got to be pure copper. It can't have any can't have anything else. It needs to be a piece of copper wire.
Isn't that going to like
rubber or
corrode immediately? Isn't it going to turn green?
No, get a garden stake or something, a piece of wood, a tree limb or something like that, and get with me. I'll show you. You wrap it clockwise. You stick it up, stick it into the ground, and all these people claim. I mean, there's just look it up. Look up electroculture for people that don't. Just look up electroculture and just watch some of the claims on it. And watch these people holding these squash.
It's
these yellow squash that are like this freaking big, like a baby.
I have a question. You can still hear me, right?
Yes. I cannot hear that.
You can't hear that?
No.
What the what?
What the what?
What the what?
All right, let's get to some of these stories. We've got a bunch, but we can save some for tomorrow since our audio troubles went down.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Well, we got a lot of interesting stuff today. Let's start with this. We got Representative Rashid Tlaib.
Wait, I'm just remembering something. Did you ever tell us what the surprise gift was your wife gave you this morning?
Oh yeah, I didn't. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah. So now I don't have a lot of like woodworking tools. I got stuff to work on my car, stuff to fix house, things like that. I don't have a lot of woodworking tools, and I don't have a table saw, or I didn't have a table saw. But my wife spent probably too much money and bought me a 10-inch. I haven't even looked at the box. All I know is I was like, I know that this was not less than $200. I know that you did that. And she was like, well, I did reviews and I used a gift card. I was like, tell me at least you used a coupon or something. And then please tell me you didn't just spend a bunch of money. I looked at reviews. It got 4.8 out of 5 stars from like 10,000 people. And I was like, oh my God, you did review. You did product analysis before you made a purchase. Oh, it really is Father's Day. Okay. Yeah. So I got like I don't know. I think it's one of these, like, you set it on a table and you can turn it in different directions and move it down and chop. And it's 10-inch blade. So it can cut through those 4x4s. No problem. So, I'm going to have some fun when my kids are gone. Chopping wood. All right. Now, getting into the news. Good morning, everybody. Let me go to rumble.com and fix the title card for that. How was your, by the way, Father's Day, Deke?
It was great. It was great.
Anything of import or special note?
Hung out with the kids, hung out with Ashley, ate some nice dinner with the kids. And this is one of my presents that I got. This will mean nothing to you, but this is 103.3 KDF. And if you'll see at the bottom, it says rock and roll. Well, WKDF was a radio station in Nashville, and for a long time, it was a rock and roll station. And in the 90s, you'll remember in the late 90s, it started getting really crazy with rock and roll, and we had alternative and adult alternative and stuff. So they kind of shifted a little bit in the 90s, and they started losing points in the ratings. So on April 1st, 1999, April Fool's Day, they went all country. And we were like, oh, this is an April Fool's Day joke.
That's the one?
Doing. And they stayed country, and they've been country since April 1st, 1999. So all of us around here that could pick up Nashville radio station were devastated that our favorite rock and roll station, KDF, Rock 103.3 KDF.
The world's longest practical joke.
So, the world's longest practical joke is what we say. So Ashley got and looked for this 103.3 KDF rock and roll t-shirt. And I actually wore it last night out to dinner. And as I was getting up from the table, everybody walked out in front of me. And then I walked past this table of this couple sitting there, this family sitting there. And that dad looks over at my shirt and he goes, "That's an old shirt right there." I said, "I know, right?" I said, "This is a new logo." I said, "It's a new shirt." He said, "They hadn't been rock and roll in a long time." I was like, "I know, this is a Father's Day gift." So I immediately got recognized by somebody in the shirt.
That's awesome.
Yeah,
okay.
Cool.
All right. Let's do news. It's Monday. We got to. Oh, by the way, if you haven't already, please like and subscribe. We meet here Monday through Friday at 8 o'clock in the morning, provided Windows hasn't done an update. And we read the news and talk about stuff, all kinds of stuff, especially dad stuff.
If you haven't noticed by now, if you're a new viewer and you haven't noticed by now that we are not professionals.
Not all of us are. Some of us are a 30-year veteran that's award-winning, and some of us just talk ish on the internet, I guess. I mean, like, what do I do? What do I bring to this game exactly? That's not much. Hey, here's another gift from my. I assume you see me drinking coffee out of my coffee mug here. Do you notice how this coffee mug is a little large? But it does say "Best Dad Ever." That's right. So my little girls gave me a coffee cup, and it holds exactly 1 serving of coffee.
Really? Hell, mine holds like 6.
One
pot here.
One serving for me. Here's my phone. Here's my phone for comparison.
This is 2.5 cups, to be honest.
Okay. All right. Rashida Tlaib demands the Supreme Court be expanded. Impeach these justices. I know we need urgent action to hold these unhinged, corrupt extremists accountable. Rashida Tlaib is renewing calls to expand the Supreme Court by adding seats that would be filled with appointees nominated by the Democratic president, therefore shifting the balance to the left.
No. Who are you? Go back to the rock you were under.
Go
back to a history class.
This record gets played every 4 years for sure. And we can't believe that they would rule this way. They're bypassing democracy. They're they're undermining the something. Put more lefties on the court so that we can get what we want.
Only allow this if the Republicans if the other side can do the exact same thing when they don't think things are going their way.
Think about how much justice we can get done if we had 40, 50 members of the Supreme Court. Okay, we're gonna pause the news for just a moment. Let's bring the screen down because my little girl's got something to say. All right.
Hi, Daddy.
Come here. Good morning. Oh, you're getting over here, and you are getting over here because y'all are about to leave for a couple days. Come here.
Hey, Daddy.
Cool.
Yeah.
Look, it says, do nothing deep.
And look what he wrote on my name.
JJW Lazy Bone.
Right? Lazy Bones. Golly.
Is Dad
All right,
Lazy
girls.
Bones? I bet he's not.
What was this say again?
Do
nothing deep.
Do nothing deek. Yeah, Deke asked if I'm a lazy bones. Am I a lazy bones? Am I a lazy?
No.
Hey, what did we do yesterday? Don't kick the desk.
Just let me go.
You want to go? Okay, say I love you, dear.
I love you, Dad.
All right, I love you too. Can you say like and subscribe?
Like and subscribe.
She wants to go. All right, Jill. Hey, what did we do yesterday? Oh, okay.
Bye, Dad. We love you.
Kisses.
I love you too.
Yep,
All right.
kisses.
Have you gone potty?
Love you, dear.
Thank you.
Have you gone potty?
Hello.
Jill is really weepy.
I know.
Okay.
I
Hey,
know.
Go say something to her. Go walk
Yeah,
her
yeah.
to the door, please.
Deke can do the news for a minute.
Yeah.
Oh, are you gonna say that?
Yeah.
Yes, please. Thank you. That's great. All right. So yes, this is not important. That is most important. Jill is the oldest one, and she's not taking being away from Daddy for 5 days very well. I've got some AI stories coming up, and we've got some political stories here that we're going to stay on. But yeah, that's just silliness. Let me get to this other. This is not a really political story, and JJ's posted all of this other stuff. So just remember, we've got our Discord server. If you can, you'll find it in the bottom of the description there. Go over there and talk to us. We've got lots of different categories and stuff. If you're not familiar with Discord, it's just a chat room that's designed different. So go over there and check it out. We'll have our song of the day coming up here in a bit. Is hot this week. Our theme is hot because of the 97. It was 80 degrees at 5 a.m. this morning here in Kentucky. So I tell you what, we're going to go to this story and then we'll get back to the political stories. This was one that I found over the weekend that was I was like, what in the crap is going on with this? I'll let you watch. We'll watch a little bit of this and let him tell you what's going on about this firefighter in San Francisco.
The whole time I was yelling at him. I said, Robert, stop. What's wrong with you? Stop. And he just didn't stop. He was relentless.
This San Francisco firefighter is talking publicly for the first time about a brutal attack that he says ended his career. Another firefighter charged with beating him with a hydrant wrench.
The I-Team's Dan Noyes first told you about this case 2 years ago, but now the victim has decided to speak about what happened.
And
basically, this that guy Gabriel Shin was attacked by another San Francisco firefighter, and he beating him with that hydrant wrench. Did you see that? There it is. There's a picture of the wrench again. Hang on, let me pull this down right here. The story doesn't go it gets better than that. This happened 2 years ago because, let's see, I'm trying to find where he starts in this article. Basically, the guy said the attacker told him they were into an argument or a fight. They were both firefighters, and the attacker told him, Robert Muhammad, told him that he was going to kill him. And Robert said, I'm trying to find where it says the whole thing. 2 days after this phone call happened, Gabriel said, Robert, I said, I take ownership for speaking about that. And, he was talking about his family, talking about his private business. Let's see. And he basically said, he was going to kill you. He was going to kill him. The firefighter took a hydrant wrench, got on the computer at the fire station, looked him up, looked up his home address, went and got a fire hydrant spanner, went over to his house and began beating him on his sidewalk. The only reason he stopped is because a passerby had a gun and stopped him. When the attackee, Shin here, Gabriel Shin, reported it, his bosses at the fire station basically told him to drop it. What's it going to take to drop this? And that Robert has a family. And if you do this, this will ruin his life. So they basically shut him up from this attack for two. He immediately went to seek legal help, and he's going through the right channels. That's why it's taken so long. But it was the San Francisco firefighters were basically covering up one of their own, attacking another one of their own, and you wonder why San Francisco people are pooping on the streets and nobody wants to go there anymore.
Seems like, I know.
I don't know if you heard. I don't know if you heard most of that, but
what was the inciting event? Why did he beat him with a wrench?
They had been into a fight. And that's what I was looking for, because I can't find it on this because they format all this crap differently. And I've read this thing like 3 times. Did
the violent dude that hit somebody with a wrench, did that guy get arrested?
No, I think so now. Yeah.
Get out of San Francisco. Get out of San Francisco.
The guy the attacker was having a family crisis.
And
the attackee, the victim, the victim, they were mouthing at each other for something, and I can't find it in this damn article. Maybe it was this other article that I was reading about this. And I was the wrong one. So anyway, let's.
You know what? I have a California kind of crime story. Since we're doing crime, check this out. A 77-year-old homeowner was arrested after fatally shooting a burglary suspect. Now, get the details of this story and explain to me that, like, this is California, I guess. 77-year-old man, was arrested Tuesday after fatally shooting a suspected robber who tried to break into his Oakland home with 2 other thieves on Monday night. The homeowner was taken into custody on suspicion of murder charges. Officials haven't, whatever. Police said the incident occurred at 6 p.m. 3 suspects, 2 men and a woman, pulled up on the man's home in a stolen Infiniti Q40. Upon arrival, officers found the homeowner pointing a stolen Colt Python revolver at the female suspect. He allegedly confessed to police that he had just shot the female suspect's friend. The third suspect was located at the scene in possession of a replica gun. So you got 3 crooks, 2 men and a woman. One of them has a fake gun. The other has a crowbar. They're trying to break into a guy's house. He's 77 years old, and he plugs one of the robbers. And the old man gets taken into custody.
But he's got a stolen gun.
Yeah, I don't know where that gun come from. I don't know what that's about.
A neighbor also reportedly witnessed hearing 2 gunshots Monday night and then looked to see a suspect stumble from the home and fall to the ground. Additionally, witnesses said they saw the homeowner emerge from his house with the weapon. I don't know.
Yeah,
I don't know.
pointing a stolen Colt Python revolver at the female suspect. Well, don't know where that gun came from. Not a whole lot of details on that part. Seems like a whole lot of details on the part of people breaking into his house. So are you allowed to defend your life with a stolen weapon if that's the only weapon you can get in California? No. The right thing to do, 77 years old, the right thing to do is let people break into your house, take all your stuff, and maybe murder you, I guess.
We'll never hear the ending to this story, because the ending to the story could quite possibly be that the old man got the gun from his nephew that gave it to him, because the nephew, he raised his nephew, and his nephew protect his his grandfather.
You never know.
Raised him and got the gun and gave it to him, and you never know what the rest.
And you can't have this thing, but I can't give it to anybody because I don't. Who knows? You can make up a whole story where it makes sense.
Exactly.
You know what you can't make up a whole story of? Where it makes sense, where 3 people break into an old man's house, and that's okay. You can't make a story up about that.
And not expect some sort of consequences from the lowest to the most extreme.
Yeah.
So, yeah. Okay.
All right. Hey, that's California. The Sunshine State. Sunshine on your face in the yard because you're in jail.
A realtor, and she's dealt with many people that are moving from California to Kentucky. And if you're looking for a house in Kentucky, please contact me in the direct messages.
All right. So we got the San Francisco, we got the California homeowner thing. And look, let's just skip the Supreme Court stuff. It's the same thing. The whole concept of the show is basically we're in the do nothing phase of American politics, where Rashida Tlaib is going to call for packing the court, and we're not going to do that. And Democrats are going to try to get federal judges nominated, and we're not going to do that either. Nothing's getting done from now until Election Day. There's nothing happening. Mm-hmm. So let's, instead of that, let's talk about nuclear power. Nuclear power.
When you say nuclear power, what's the first image that pops into your head?
Homer Simpson's nuclear power plant.
God, that's me too, dude. I was fixing to say that. Homer Simpson is what I think of when you say nuclear power. I think of Homer Simpson. Isn't that weird? That's brainwashing.
No,
that's brainwashing.
That's cultural indoctrination for sure. Yeah,
absolutely.
Yeah, but then again, whose fault is that? Because whose fault is it that we don't have positive mental framework for nuclear power in the United States of America? How come we haven't had any TV shows or any other kind of media where it was a positive influence? Well, okay.
I don't know.
I don't know. Blame Fox News or Fox Media or
Fox.
Who else? Paramount? I don't know.
Yeah, it's Trump's fault.
Anyway, so check this out. According to Reuters and also, let's say, Al Jazeera, we got NDTV, whoever they are, a couple of news sites. It turns out that the United States of America is a mere 15 years behind China in nuclear power. The U.S. here, I'll pull up the Reuters story with all their ads. The U.S. is as many as 15 years behind China in developing high-tech nuclear power. Beijing's state-backed technology approach and extensive financing give it a huge edge. China has 27 nuclear reactors under construction. The average construction timeline for a reactor is 7 years. It's way faster than other countries. And I read, I don't know if it's in this report, in order to make these new high-tech fourth-generation reactors, they had to invent or have world-first technology and a bunch of different components, 2,200 separate different components that were the world's first this or that. So China is not only 15 years ahead of us in reactors, they had to develop new tech to make those reactors. And then in order to get these things built, China loans money to the companies building them at a super low interest rate because it's like a national priority to have electricity for 1 billion people. Meanwhile, in the United States, we're going to outlaw gas vehicles and replace it with bicycles. I don't know.
And give you electric vehicles that they complain you're going to have to shut down and not drive on super hot days because it's going to affect our energy grid. Yeah, the Chinese have a work ethic like ants, man. When they want to build something, they don't stop until it's completed. They're like ants. They just work.
At what point do we consider having electricity a national priority? Because how many years ago was it? And I know the answer is like 2003, 2004. How many years ago was it that we had brownouts during the governorship of California of I think it was Governor Brown. I think his name was Brown. We had these brownouts, or Gray Davis. No, it was Governor Gray Davis. And we had rolling electricity brownouts because there's not enough electricity. So, we're just going to turn your lights off some of the day. This is the United States of America. Why can't we have power?
You ever heard of a Wardenclyffe Tower?
What's a Wardenclyffe Tower?
You would probably know it as a Tesla tower.
Oh, okay.
You know a Tesla tower?
Yeah. Is this one of those things zaps electricity?
Go down that
wireless transmission. We don't need that rabbit hole, though. What we have, maybe we need that someday. Right now, we could really just use some nuclear power plants and just generate more power. Wouldn't that be nice?
Wouldn't it be nice to mythically have a tower set up in the middle of your city that wirelessly grabbed electricity and broadcast it to your house wirelessly through the air?
That may be possible, but it's so far from implementable right now.
It is possible,
but it's so far from implementation right now that it is the same as if you cast a magic spell. Yes, because we don't have any infrastructure for that.
I know, but we can build it because, hell, we've laid internet lines underneath the ground all across the country and telephone lines and throughout the Atlantic Ocean. You don't think
so we're going to sell soap on the internet if we can't put people on the internet?
We build a cell tower every half a second. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You don't think we can build these wireless Tesla towers? The reason they don't build them is because it would be free for us, JJ.
Where does the electricity come from?
The air. It's everywhere. You just don't know that because
they didn't
teach you that in school.
Let's look it up right now.
Because if you knew that
wireless Tesla tower.
They used to call it the ether. They didn't call it electricity back in the day. They used to call it the ether. I'm telling you.
Wardenclyffe Tower. Now I'm going to skip Wikipedia. I'm skipping Wikipedia because I don't trust them about anything.
Yeah, that's fine.
So
that's fine.
Wardenclyffe Tower. Let me look it up though.
You can look this up. We got 18 minutes left in the show. You can look this up.
Well, what do you want to talk about? Oh, how about the other end of nuclear? How about this? Okay, check this out. NATO chief says the alliance is discussing putting nuclear warheads on standby, so that we can do World War III. Yeah.
I had a friend that I had a friend in high school, and he was a littler guy, and he was like, I want to work on a nuclear sub one day. And we were like, well, okay, we kind of poked fun at him. Well, he went to the Navy and he worked on a nuclear sub for a long time.
Yeah.
And he sent us pictures everywhere. He come out of the Navy decade later. He's a big buff guy, and we were talking one day and we were talking about something. This was a decade or more ago. And he told me, he said, Andy, at any point in time, there are subs, a number of subs all over the place.
Yeah.
And they can fire at a moment's notice.
Sure they can.
He was so he said, I don't worry about a rocket coming into the United States airspace. I was like, okay, well, this guy told me that, so I'm going to believe him. He knows more than me about this particular subject, so I'm going to trust what my
friend. So let's just say we have such advanced space defense in the US that missiles can't get here. Okay, fine. That doesn't change the fact that the United States and NATO should not be bringing nuclear arms to bear for a total criminal state of Ukraine for no reason. Why are we doing this? I don't want to kill Russians or Ukrainians or Gazans or anybody else. Like, we shouldn't. This is evil. Can we not do evil, please? I would like to not do evil. I don't want nuclear weapons turned on and used. I want them kept in a bunker as a real threat. You better not come over here or we're going to nuclear weapon you. I don't actually want to use them.
I'm not worried about a nuclear missile coming in. I'm more worried about these people crossing the border.
Oh, yeah, we got tons of those
that way.
All over the place. ISIS, all but ISIS probably works for the CIA. So, That's probably just us. That's just us doing that to us.
All right.
NATO in talks to put nuclear weapons on standby, according to the chief of NATO. I won't go into operational details about how many nuclear warheads should be operational and which should be stored, but we need to consult on these issues, and that's what we're doing. How about zero? There is zero reason for NATO to be deploying nuclear weapons because Russia. You psychos. I wish, you know what? I wish we had some communication with a Russian. Like a Russian, just like not in government, just like somebody that's Russian. I would just talk to you. Like, what's up? What do you guys think? How do you like having your Mexico filled with NATO? I don't know. Probably not cool.
Mexico. Good God.
All right, Deke. What do you want to talk about? You got music? You want to talk about music? We got other stories, but like,
I got
neither
AI
one of us
news.
care. Yeah, okay, let's do it. We'll save the MAGA stuff for maybe tomorrow.
Okay. All right, here you go. Beep, bop, boop. This is AI News. Oh,
All right.
beep, bop, boop.
Almost 95% there.
Almost.
Yep.
Meet the humanoids. We have 8 robots ready to work. They're ready to go. All right.
Oh,
so
look at
we're
that.
going to meet the robots today. All right. These are the first generation of AI bots that are going to be around. This is Eve. Hello, Eve. Eve's claim to fame is that she is available for purchase right now, JJ. You can have Eve in your home right now. She weighs 33 pounds. She runs for 6 hours. She's 6 foot tall. There's Eve.
What does Eve do?
We're not going to get into all that. She because there's a bunch of them here. But you'll watch. She can just do minor things around the house. Maybe fold clothes, put clothes away. That would entice any woman in America. Look, she's putting away boxes or packages.
Putting away laundry slower than your children.
This is Digit. Digit's claim to fame is that Digit is Amazon's main workhorse. Is Digit. So
After we get it together,
we'll get Digit
find
here
be useful in the
Bigonate it. Make it bigger.
to go where we go, work on our terms, do useful things, and interact naturally with us. A safe and friendly robot partner to the human workforce.
So that's Digit.
Okay.
This is Apollo. Apollo is the robot that could be on
Bibbidi
Mars
bibbidi.
one day.
Bibbidi bibbidi. You don't get that. Do you get that?
No, what is that?
Biddy biddy. You don't remember that? Biddy 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 biddy. Okay.
No.
Battlestar Galactica, like
Oh.
1974.
Oh, okay.
Wait, was that Buck Rogers? Is that Buck Rogers?
Maybe Buck Rogers, but Apollo could be the robot that goes to Mars for NASA. So there's our.
You know what we should do? We should organize some sort of a competition / I don't know, maybe even like a fight of some kind or a between these robots. See which one's the best model. You know,
Well, each one of them are different in different ways. Like
Mhm.
Atlas here is Atlas would win in a dance contest
okay,
because it is a lot more agile than some.
all right.
So this is Atlas. This is from Boston Dynamics.
You might think that dance is not important, but I mean, consider the very likely emerging sex robot market. You're gonna want robots that can dance if you're trying to make sex robots.
look at it.
That don't look that. Nah.
So that's
that's okay.
Look at that crap. Jeez of mercy. Does that not freak you out?
Yeah,
So
it's weird.
JJ, if you were to look at this robot,
That one
right
looks
here-
shiny. What's up there?
Yeah. Now, what
Now
does
we're
that make you
talking.
think of with the shininess?
I mean, a little bit Johnny Five. You need some tank treads though.
Does it not remind you kind of like of maybe the Terminator?
A little bit. It's got some Terminator-ish going on right there.
Well, this is figure 1, And this is probably the first iteration of the Terminator because this is OpenAI's robot. This is OpenAI's robot. This is the first generation of the Terminator that's going to take over us as a human.
Yeah.
When I got down and looked at that, I was like, oh, this is OpenAI's main horse humanoid race. No wonder it's silver. Put some Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Man, dude, okay, if somebody was like, Deke, we're gonna drop ship right now a robot to your house, would you really want that? It's like, oh, that'd be fun to play with would you want to share your house with a robot that could, be up in the middle of the night, be on Wi-Fi, in the middle of the night, and knows where all your cutlery are in your house?
So this one is Phoenix, and its claim to fame is its hands. Okay. It's got 20 degrees. I think it's what it said, 20 degrees of freedom with its hands.
That's how much is that? That's
here. Let me beginate it. I know it's doing crap that we can do now.
Yeah.
Oh,
look, I can do that.
But see how articulate it is with its fingers and stuff like that?
I guess so.
I mean, that's pretty good for...
I guess.
So this is Optimus.
Okay.
This is Elon Musk and Tesla's robot. So this is Optimus.
They need to load it with Grok.
With
Bumblebee. See, at least Elon is like having fun. He's like, I'm just gonna name them after Transformers for sure. This is model Bumblebee. That looks creepy a little bit. Hold up, go back. The way that it was looking at its hands and stuff. That's legit creepy right there. No, don't like that.
Yeah, I don't like the way that it's walking there. That's making my uncanny valley dip way down. Look at that. That's I'm coming. You can hear the kill.
Dude, how many kids in your neighborhood have well, not your neighborhood, I guess, but have those little like 2-wheel scooter things? You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
Tell me that wouldn't just be like way easier than trying to get a robot to walk. Just put wheels on it and let it roll around. We got the gyroscope stuff already.
So this is H1 from Unitree Robotics, and you'll see that he's got his athletic equipment on because this one's claim to fame. It's the fastest robot. All right.
Oh, Tink model.
Yeah. Yep. It is the fastest one. So let's see the dance moves here. Oh my God, that's gonna be a
why?
Oh my God, that's great. You're gonna go.
Why are we making these things?
So there you go.
There has to be a reason why we're making these things, right?
So that Beyonce can have some backup singers and have something extra to charge you $50 extra for.
Robots are so cool. Okay.
I got one more for you. I've seen these at Comic-Con. And I just saw the story come up on them today, and I was like, oh yeah, this is really cool. Let me show JJ this. They're LED masks, and you can hide your face. They're only $129.
That's pretty good.
Yeah,
for sure. We need
3 years ago,
we need to make sure that they do air filtration so that you can be like, oh, I'm using this for COVID, and then go commit crime.
That's funny. Give me all your money. But isn't it cool? I've seen people walk around, and I've seen these sold at Comic-Con too. I think they were about $150 or something like that.
Listen, I know there's a lot of old people out there. Maybe I'm getting old too, and I know part of your brain is thinking, hey, it turns out that kids these days are just stupid. Yeah.
I'm telling you right now, if we both spent $129 on 2 of these masks and wore them in this show, I would guarantee you that within 3 months, we would have all these subscribers that were kids.
Are you kidding?
No, I'm
And
being
so we could wear these masks, hide our old faces, and then trick them with words into thinking things that are smarter than their brains obviously gravitate to.
We're doing this live on the show, so everybody's hearing it. So we're telling you our plan. We'll both get green screen sheets and put behind
Sure,
us.
I got one in my office. I can drop it.
Yeah, I got one at
drop
home.
it here.
And then we both get those masks and we start a different podcast.
Yeah, we'll just change the channel name. They won't even know.
Yeah.
I mean, these look like they'll be a major hit at riots and protests, especially among Antifa, and the dating scene for fugly people. That will also be a huge hit.
I would like to wear one of those.
I know. For 2 minutes, you'd be like, "This is fun," and you'd be like, I think my face is sweating.
I'm the type
this
of
is
person,
not comfortable.
I'm the type of person that would wear that all around the house just to annoy Ashley.
Do you wear you've seen them for like 5 years ago, like all the stores were selling the dork VR thing you stick your phone in, right?
Yeah.
You've never seen anybody wearing those around. And anytime
we
you
had
ever
like 3 of them that never worked.
yeah, you've never seen anybody wearing those things. And if you see somebody wearing them, if you in real life saw somebody wearing that, like the thing on their face and they can't see what else is going on, but they're in their phone, you would look at them, you'd be like, you look like a moron. You look like an absolute uneffable moron. So go ahead.
I have one of those things I wish I had now. It was a wired.
If your business proposition was, JJ, let's pool some money and buy some stock in this company to sell these things to morons, I'd be like, well, yeah. Yeah, I'll buy in on the company because they're going to make some money. I'm not buying one of those. Okay, I'm sorry. I interrupted you.
No, you're good. I used to have one of those wire things that went around your neck and you put your phone in it right here. And when you laid down on your bed, you could adjust it to where your phone was right there. Oh, I loved that. I'd watch my show or read a book or something. It was so great.
Yeah. Yeah. I may have a video clip of that, of the future that can get us to. Hold on.
Song of the day today. You want to do song of the day? How hot is it in Texas? It was 97 in Western Kentucky yesterday.
My car was 110 when I got in it this weekend, but my AC works. So
we've got a heat wave that's going through because it is summertime, and your theme this week is hot. So let's kick it off with In the Summertime by Mungo Jerry. Do you remember this song, JJ? I'm going to play you just a bit of it. Oh, hang on. I gotta. Oh, that's wrong. Oh, yeah. Hang on. I'm going to throw you.
Hold on.
It was
song of the day. Okay. There you go. We're on the wrong tab.
Okay. So here, you'll remember this song.
Oh, yes.
In the summertime when the weather is hot,
lamb chop sideburns, man.
And touch the sky when the weather's fine. You got women on your mind.
Oh man, that's a great song.
And then you put the mask on, and then the women ain't got you on your mind.
Look at those pork chop sideburns, man. Those are fan.
Here's the thing. For sure, 100% that dude woke up in the morning and he got a razor blade and be like, and he looked in the mirror and he was like, oh yeah, this is gonna get all the attention. Let me just shave my chin and my lip.
I could easily do that.
I dare you.
Just to shave right there. It looks like where his lips, he just shaved all this chin. It's like it's the reverse of what I normally do. I usually just leave the chin and right at the lips. And I go down, and he's done the reverse. I never thought about that.
I dare you.
That's a sweet dude, man.
That's the mutton chops. That's the mutton chops look. Yeah,
mutton chops. Look, man, those are fantastic.
Where is he now? I want to know where he is now. Who is this?
Mungo Jerry.
Mungo Jerry.
Okay, yeah. I wonder if they're dead. That's the name of the band, Mungo Jerry.
Stop! Don't say
that guy's name was Ray Dorset.
Okay.
Ray Dorset is who he was.
Okay. Where's Ray Dorset?
Ray Dorset is 78 years old. He lives in England.
All right.
I wonder if he still has those chops. He's the father of 6.
Don't look like it. It don't look like it.
Wait a minute. In 2021, he said in an interview with radio and TV, he said that he had recovered from open heart surgery. He added that he no longer had his trademark sideburns because they had been difficult to manage in hospital, and that although all his hair was real, he dyed it. So he still had all of his real hair, but he dyed his real hair, and he had to cut off his sideburns because of a surgery. Oh, it sucks. All
Good morning, Do Good. Hey, Do Good. We know you're in Germany. And I realize that this is like I guess maybe European equivalent of racist. I don't know, but if you know any Russians, we'd love to just chat with a Russian, like a normal Russian, not a KGB, like whatever. But if you happen to know any Russian dad,
and on the same hand, if we know any Mexicans, we'll. I know Jose.
Oh, by the way, Do Good. I know that Germany is a member of NATO. Can you send a note to somebody to not nuclear war, please? Thanks.
Could you just talk to somebody over there?
Yeah. Call your, I don't know, your parliament member in your, I can't remember the name of the parliament in Germany, but you figure it out. You're a smart guy. All right.
AJ wants a Russian friend.
Yeah, look, I just feel like the American people deserve, I don't know, any communication at all before nuclear war. Listen, I know it's a crazy idea. I know it's crazy. Before we go straight to turn on nukes in NATO, maybe we should be like, can we get a phone call? Just like one phone call.
All right.
Okay.
Ooh, you're going to. Oh, is that the last story?
Oh, yeah. Yeah. You guys have a great history of not starting wars. But when you do start wars, boy, you really blow it up.
That's really great. That's a great burn. That was great. You guys don't have a history of starting wars.
They're on you guys are on like a 50-year streak or something right now. Keep it up.
The whole time
60,
America
80?
I think the whole time America has been a country since 1776. There's only been like 20 years of peace.
Shut up. We're giving like Germany hell, and like we've been fucking up for centuries.
Of everything.
No, I'm gonna ask right now. How long since Germany last started a war? It's been 81 years since Germany and Stalin inked the non-aggression treaty. So at least the initial result is 81 years. How long since the United States has started a war?
Wait a minute.
Oh
my God.
June.
What did I just joke a minute ago? Did you hear what I said? That we only probably had 20 years? Believe it or not, since its birth, the USA has only had 17 years of peace. Since the birth of the United States on July 4th, 1776, with the Declaration of Independence, the country has been at war for 93% of our existence.
I wonder why people complain about us around the world. And you know what? 4 of those years, Donald Trump. For real. I mean, we were embroiled in some previous stuff, but he didn't do any new stuff. So, according to my very superficial observation, it's been 85 years since Germany last started a war, and it's been like zero years since since the U.S. started a war.
So yeah, that was a good burn. Do good. You got us.
You win.
Wait a minute. What did he just say?
Oh, he says we went on rescue missions. I wasn't planning on my phone. Hold on. Enable. Most of the times you guys went on rescue missions, not real wars.
Well, tomato. Different words. So. We got different words.
We are rescuing the hell out of Ukraine from peace.
We are rescuing the hell out of them right now. That's exactly right.
Israel, Gaza, somebody, we're rescuing somebody over there and trying to sink our own platform that we made. All right, that's enough. That's enough show today, guys. Thanks for hanging out with us. We'll be back tomorrow. Look, Windows cannot update the computer every single day, so tomorrow's show is going to go right. Does this work yet? No.
Man, can we not play the outro?
We can't have it loaded up here.
All right. I've got it. I can load it real quick.
All right. Thanks for hanging out.
We got dad jokes, yo.
We do. See, I'm flustered. My kids left in the middle of the show. My wife and my kids left in the middle of the show. I'm frazzle dazzled.
So look, JJ.
Yeah.
Look.
Yeah.
Look at the screen.
Ooh, nice.
This was another Father's Day gift.
Mine is LOL jokes for kids.
So what I'm going to do is I'm going to read a joke out of here every day this week.
Okay, good.
I'm going to read out of here every day this week.
Hey, Deke, I told you about that miter saw and the fences, and I'm going to make some raised flower beds or whatever. Do you know what kind of beans do not grow in a garden?
No.
Jelly beans.
Jelly beans. Oh, that's a good one.
The complete lack of applause is totally appropriate right now. We have nothing.
Ha ha ha. I wish I'd have got my cricket sound effect up. I don't know where it's at. What is Forrest Gump's password?
I don't know. What is Forrest Gump?
One Forrest one.
That's
not a bad
one.
That's
good. That's better.
That's a good one.
All right. Thanks for hanging out, y'all. We'll be back tomorrow. Love you.
Politicians and talking heads lying left and right. You can help us bring facts into the light. Don't let your dog